Tip number 148 from the book 501 Contractor Tips, bank credit lines. And I probably covered some of this in the previous videos. Basically, a bank credit line is just like a big credit card. You can use it instead of a credit card. And I kind of think that, you know, your business might need it. You might not. If you're doing, let's just say, under $10,000 a month in supplies, this is all something you can handle with one or two credit cards. You might not need a credit line, but credit lines can also kick in kind of like a bank overdraft. You know, if you write a check and you don't have enough money, the credit line will kick in there and fund the check. So it's just another means to using somebody else's money if you need it. So like I said, credit cards have kind of taken the place of bank credit lines, but if you are doing a lot of business and you're waiting for a lot of money, then you might need every possible means you could think of to finance everything to keep your company up and running. I mean, I remember people waiting. Myself, I had to wait over 60 days one time. I mean, it's not, you know, this is probably more like 90 days because you do your work and then 30 days later you bill, and then it would be common to get your money 60 days after you've done the work. Now, you know, when you got to get into where you're waiting 90 or 120 days and you're doing a lot of work, then a big credit line might just be the answer to your dreams. This just might be exactly what you need. So contact your bank, wherever your bank account is. These are the people who will help you. And if they don't, I've said this before, don't be afraid. I don't care how long you've been at that bank. Don't be afraid to go to another bank and ask them for a credit line and then transfer all of your money to that bank. Do not let these banks take advantage of you. And again, I was intimidated when I first started out in the business, and if a bank said, no, we can't help you, I just took it as that and left and never did anything about it. And that's what I'm hoping you don't do. If you need money, you've got to try to figure out every possible means, every avenue. Like I said, credit cards, credit lines, second, you know, mortgages, stuff like that, whatever it takes. But at the same time, I guess this is something that it's not even though it's not part of the bank credit line thing. I guess it would really be important. Don't overextend yourself. You know, if your credit cards are maxed out, you have a credit line that's maxed out, and then you're going to mortgage your home to stay in business, you might want to reevaluate whether or not you're actually making any money. And of course, you know, keep your home, you know, keep the money you have in the bank and let everything else go. But don't keep mortgaging if you're not good, if you don't see a way out of it. And I've seen that happen to a lot of contractors. They get in debt. Let's just say they owe $50,000. They refinance their house, and then pretty soon they owe $70,000. And then pretty soon it's $100,000, and now they're going to lose everything. Try not to let that happen to you. If you need money and it's going to work to your benefit, then use other people's money. If not, then don't do it. I mean, I am dead serious about this. You know, don't borrow money. Don't rob Peter to pay Paul, kind of a thing. It's an old statement that hopefully you've heard of, but it would basically be saying that you don't want to take money from one job. You know, hey, you're getting your first draw check. It's going to be $10,000, but you need that $10,000 to finish the other job. This isn't a good place to be if you're heading down, like I said, losing money. You know, if you're going to take the $10,000 and start and finish the other job, but you've got more money coming in, hopefully you understand what I'm saying, then that's a good thing. But if you're taking money from one job to finish another job, and now you're thinking about where am I going to get the money to finish this job, then you probably need to go back to the previous tips in the book and start all over again because you're doing something wrong. Anyway, off to the next video, more on banking and accounting.